Welcome to Dependable Flame, where we explore vintage petrol lighters, ashtrays, tobacconana, and other useful mechanisms. Make yourself at home. Today we have a lighter with a familiar mechanism and an interesting outdoors geese motif. A lighter that I think, if it can be considered vintage, is probably newer than any lighter that I have ever placed that vintage label on. This lighter is made in China and does not have a brand marked on it. Right off the bat, I'll go ahead and show you as part of the condition, which I did not see in the listing where I bought it. You could see where that would be very hard to see, but there's a really major dent right across the face of this lighter. Doesn't detract from it all that much because you got to get it in the light before you can really see it. You can feel it more so than that, but this is a synthetic or celluloid wrap, plastic wrap of some kind that has some blemishes to it as well. This lighter mechanism is similar to, or what I believe you would call, the United lighter mechanism. At least that was how it was marked in the table lighter that I also own, where it looks practically identical as far as the workings of the mechanism go. I believe the Flint tube in this lighter is clear, so we will remove our Flint spring and screw. Drop a Flint down the tube. Replace the Flint spring and screw. Groove that flint, make sure everything is going in the right direction. If I'm right about this mechanism, this is about the 4th time that I've had one of these, and all of them that I have had that I can remember have all sparked extremely well. It is an exceptional spark. We'll remove our fuel cap. And we'll try about 6 droppers maybe. That was number 5. I think we'll stop right there. And our fuel cap, tighten back down. Always nice when you can loosen and tighten these screws with your thumb or finger or fingernail. Doesn't appear to be any excess fuel anywhere. Not wet. Nothing dripping out the bottom. And look at that. So for all our work of putting in the flint and lighting it up, what do you know? but that wick is not substantial enough to really carry a flame. Not only that, but every time we light it, we're probably just going to be turning it into ember. So let's see if we can get a hold of it. All right, look at that. I have my doubts, and I don't really want to cut on this because this could be an asbestos wick. Even from the 1980s, which I suspect this lighter might be, it could have still very easily been an asbestos wick. So that looked like we might have been doomed there for a minute. Well, not exactly doomed. You guys that are familiar with old Petrol lighters know the worst thing that could have happened there is we just needed to re-wick the lighter, which may seem like an undoable task when you look at how small that chimney is and the wick that needs to go down it. But it's achieved easily enough if you just know how to do it. We've got videos that will show you how. But it doesn't appear as though we will need to on this one because we were able just to pull that wick up. And with that wick pulled up and the lighter fueled and the flint installed, we've got a good solid flame. So while there is definitely a blemish on this lighter, man, that's really a shame. I hate that. Although it may end up getting worn in that way anyway if a right-handed person is using it. Very easily could. I'm left-handed, so I'd be more likely to wear it the other way, but maybe I need to give this away to a right-handed person so that it's already worn for their thumb. It's a good working lighter. It does have a blemish or two. We'll see. We've talked about doing giveaways on the live streams before. Maybe this is something we can give away on the live stream. If that's something you guys are interested in, let me know. I need to come up with an official rules page to post on the website. And we would also need to figure out what you would need to do to enter for the ability to win the lighter, to win the giveaway, whatever it happened to be. If we were to do that each week on a live stream or once a month or whatever it might be, we need to come up with an official set of rules, and I'd like to know what you guys would think the fairest way and easiest way really to abide by YouTube's privacy policy and also allow individuals to enter and perhaps give away a lighter like this. Until next time.